Hey, John Hickok here. Got the 19X out. We've been kind of playing around with this thing over the past a couple of weeks, something like that. And just wanted to make a video, a gun video. Can you believe it? A gun video on the Hickok 45 and Son channel. I know it's been a little while, so thought this would be appropriate. Since you guys know that, just like Dad, I'm a Glock fanboy. All right, it's a bad word. You're not supposed to be a fanboy of something. It means you don't think for yourself. I do think for myself. I like Glocks. They're pretty cool. This one though, I will say it looks cooler than it is. It's not bad. I mean, if the military had adopted it, it obviously would have been really cool. So it's sort of like a 2018 Patriots Super Bowl T-shirt or something. It has a little bit of that air about it, to where it's kind of like, the failed military gun. So that takes away from it a little bit. But basically the deal on this thing is, as some of you already know, have heard about it, the 19X is, of course, it's a Glock 19 9mm 19X, where you essentially have this part of it, the top half is a Glock 19, and then the bottom half of the grip, it's longer, it's a Glock 17. So that's basically what you have, and it's essentially a Gen 5. It has most of the Gen 5 stuff. We've got the beveling here on the front, but you don't have the contour, not the beveling, the contour front slide, but you don't have the beveled magwell. I'm getting my words screwed up, which I like. I don't like the beveled magwell, like if you guys heard me talk about on the Gen 5. I don't like it very much. Especially on the Glock 19, because you can actually feel it, and it's kind of weird. And I guess it wouldn't really have mattered that much on this one because it's got the 17 length grip and everything. But let me shoot it before I say more stuff, more things and words. Of course, as always, go down into the link in the description and join the NRA. If you have not done that, please support them. Also, check out SDI. Check out our friends over there, sdi.edu. See what all they have to offer if you're interested in gunsmithing or anything like that. Also, budsgunshop.com. That's where this here Pistolo came from. We appreciate them, of course. And also Federal Ammunition. That's what we're shooting today. So, all right, here we go. Glock 19X. I like the name. X is kind of cool. Sounds futuristic or something. Don't love the trigger because it's a little bit on the mushy side, kind of like the older Glocks, but I don't necessarily hate it either. The configuration of this pistol, it doesn't make a ton of sense to me from a practical standpoint, but it makes a lot of sense from the standpoint of how it came about, because basically this was what the military wanted. So they tried to do their best to make what the military wanted, and then they didn't get the contract, so they thought, we'll see if the civilians want to buy it. And I think some will. It's a cool looking gun. I'm not crazy about the flat dark earth desert tan color, but I like the idea that it's like the mag. It's from the factory, so it's not been Cerakoted or done aftermarket. It came like this from the factory. Then you got the color mags, and you got even the case that matches and everything. I'd rather have OD green or something like that. I just kind of prefer green for some reason. I don't know, maybe there'll be some terrorists that we care about fighting that live in a green environment for a change, so we can start having green guns again. But it's it's pretty cool. It's a neat looking gun. It's just kind of with the contrast of the black and the tan, the desert tan. It's cool. It's a cool looking gun. It's just, I'm not crazy about having the 17 length grip. It's kind of unnecessary, because if it was just a regular 19, I mean, I could still put a Glock 17 magazine in there if I wanted to, because as a lot of you know that carry, the grip is the hard part to conceal. That's why a lot of carry guns, they try to make the grip really small, and the length of the slide is not a big issue. But it's a good feeling, good shooting gun. It's a Glock. So okay, I guess let's try something over there on the other hill now. try that buffalo, that lower buffalo. We'll start with him. Got him. Got him again. Let's move on up to that tombstone that's kind of up higher on the hill. All right. Maybe I'll see if I can knock down the turkey. I'm gonna try to knock down that turkey up there by the red plate. I knew that was a bad let off. Got him. All right. Shoot that big hanging propane tank a couple times. It's a good example about how, like, I missed it several times the first few shots, and it's a good example of how that target is way bigger than all the other stuff out there. But just because I sort of relaxed on how hard I was focusing, I missed it a bunch of times. When I was playing basketball, we used to call that a heat check. Basically, like, you'd hit 2 or 3 shots in a row, and then you sort of get in your head like, oh, I'm just going to be hitting everything that I shoot, and then you stop doing whatever you were doing that created the focus to make sure you did it exactly right every time, and then you'll shoot like an air ball or something like that, and then you're like, oh yeah, I got to try, I forgot. That happens with guns a lot too. Let's just shoot some close stuff. So it's a good shooting little gun. Well, it's not little, good shooting medium-sized, full-size gun. But again, I'm not crazy about the configuration of it. If anything, I'd rather have the opposite, the longer slide with the shorter grip. And again, the fact that it wasn't adopted by the military takes, of course, a lot of the appeal away. But the fact that it kind of, it's sort of like, I don't know, maybe there's an alternate dimension somewhere, where the government did accept this gun. So, we can say it's the military Glock from an alternate dimension. We'll just say that. That makes it more cool. But anyways, the Glock 19X, pretty neat gun. I don't know what the big advantage to it is going to be for a regular civilian use, but if you just like it and you think it looks cool, you just want one to mess around with, then you can't go wrong. It seems to be well made and it's pretty cool looking. But all right, that's all I got to say about that. And this isn't an FAQ. I don't know why I said that. This is just a regular, where guns are being shot kind of video. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later, and I appreciate it.